All right, everyone. Welcome. We're looking today at 3.3, which is more with logarithms, logarithm rules. Okay. Let's just get a little reminder of what the logarithm means. So the logarithm, remember, it's just the inverse of the exponential. Okay. So logarithm base a of x equaling y is equivalent to saying that this a raised to this power y equals x. I like to think of it as this expression here. Logarithm base a of a to the y equals y. Okay? So from this expression, we can actually get our major logarithm rules. First logarithm rule. Log base a of 1 equals 0. Okay, and this is just equivalent to saying a to the 0 equals 1, which is an expression we sort of understand now. Okay. Next, the multiplication of logs are inside the log. If you have multiplication inside of a log, you're going to get the addition of two logarithms. Okay, again, if you have log of x multiplied by y, you're going to add the two logarithms. Of course, this is supposing you have the same base. Okay, so let's go ahead and show that. Let's say that x and y can both be expressed as a to some power. X is a to the v, and y is a to the w. So, this is equivalent to saying that the log base a of x equals v. And this expression is equivalent to saying the log base a of y equals w. Okay? So, inserting that into the log base a of x times y, x is, of course, a to the v. Y is, of course, a to the w. Now, remembering the exponent rules, the exponents add. So we're going to have v plus w. Let me zoom in. That's v plus w. My w is admittedly bad here. Let me make my w's a little better. There we go. Okay. So now, the log base a of a to the v plus w is just v plus w, right? You just get rid of the base and the log, they undo each other. But remember, way over here, v is log base a of x, and w is log base a of y. So we get our multiplying inside the log gives you adding of the logs. Okay? Similar argument gives you that if you're dividing inside the logarithm, you're going to subtract logs. Okay? Dividing of inside the logarithm means you subtract the logarithms. Okay? So, same thing. X is a to the v, y is a to the w. So, logarithm of x over y is just logarithm of a to the v over a to the w. Now, remember our exponent rules. A to the v divided by a to the w is just a to the v minus w. Now, using the definition of log, remember log base a of a to the v minus w is just equal to v minus w. But again, v is log base a of x, and w is log base a of y. So, division inside the logarithm means you subtract the two logarithms. All right, one more rule. The exponent rule, or say a power rule. It's a power type rule. Log base a of x to the r equals r log base a of x. So remember again, we had assumed that x equals a to the v, which is equivalent to saying log base a of x equals v. All right, so replacing x by a to the v. Now, remember, you're taking this. I could, just to make this a little bit clearer, I'm taking the log of this whole thing. So now, these powers, they multiply, remember? Remember that rule from exponents? So now, when we take this logarithm, we get r times v, and v is again the log of x. All right, so that's a breakdown of all the rules. We'll come back in the next video and do some examples.